Hey there, Joan Kosmichuk, your seasonal color, style, and confidence coach, with some tips for those of you who are new to the seasonal color analysis world. You've had your training, you're trying to launch your business, and these are 3 tips that I want to give you that I think are really critical when you're starting at ground zero. Number 1, make sure that you yourself are really confident in your own seasonal color analysis. It may be really beneficial for you to have had a customized palette, even if you've trained in a system that is less customized, to have that experience of having every single color on your palette totally dialed into you so that you're always going to know how to look and dress your very best. So that would be my first tip. I am always a little bit surprised to hear that, when I ask someone, oh, who did your color palette? And they tell me, oh, it was, someone else who I was training with. Well, that person was also learning and perhaps not the best judge for you to take as your color palette. So I would really encourage you to make sure, if you haven't done so already, that you have a really professional, seasoned color consultant do your color palette for you so that every single color is dialed into you. The next one is that you need to make sure you're wearing your colors. And if you're anything like me, when I first started, I had my color palette done, and I realized that the colors on my palette were very different from the majority of the colors in my wardrobe. At that point in time, I had really bought into the whole marketing scheme of black is thin and it goes with everything. And so I had a lot of black in my closet, and black is not on my color palette, thankfully. But at the time, that really put me in a bit of a scramble because my colors are not easy to find, particularly at certain times of the year, since they're often lighter toned colors. And so how was I going to show up in my colors when I knew it was going to take me substantial money and time to build out my wardrobe? So number 1, of course, you commit to starting to rebuild your wardrobe, but you want to really have 3 key outfits that you have specifically gone out and shopped for and have ready by the time you're launching your color biz. The first of these outfits, very important, is what you're going to wear when you do a color consultation. In time, you might change up what you're going to wear because you'll have lots of outfits to choose from. But initially, you want to pick almost a uniform for yourself so that you have something to wear to every seasonal color consultation that makes you look absolutely fabulous. You're going to be paying attention to the color, to the line of design, making sure it aligns with your season, and to your body signature. And if you find something and it's not quite right, you can always pay to have it altered. If you need to, you can even go out and buy fabric and have some custom clothes made in your colors if you need to get that outfit, because that is going to be really, really important. You can't show up to do a color consult in anything but your very best colors. So you're going to want to have that number 1 outfit nailed down. The second outfit you're going to want is one that you're wearing out in your community, whether that's picking up your kids at the carpool, or you're going to a hair salon for an appointment, or you're going to the doctor's office, or you're going to be even just in the grocery store. You want to make sure that you have something that really reflects you in both your color and your style and is fabulous on your body for those days when you're out running errands, because that is an opportunity for people to stop you and to say, wow, you look amazing in that color, or I love your outfit, or you look great today. And then to be able to hand them your business card, or give them your website address or your IG account or whatever it is, and say, oh, hey, this is what I do. I help people to look their very best. And if you would like to look your best as well, even when you're running around and doing errands, come to me and I'll help you with your colors. So that attention is not going to come to you if you're not really showing up and being seen. So that's number 2. You want to have at least one outfit that when you leave the house and you're out and about it's going to advertise for you that you know something about color and style. And then the third one, for those of you who are going to be either on stage or perhaps on Zoom or Instagram, you want to have an outfit that you can wear that's going to show you to be a bit of an authority in your field and is going to really allow you to be seen. So that would be your presentation outfit. And it's going to be, of course, that little bit more formal and a little bit more expensive, perhaps, because you're going to use it for quite a while. So you want to focus in on a really great, amazing outfit that you can wear when you really are standing up to be seen and speaking in front of others. So if you have those three outfits to start, then you can gradually build the rest of your wardrobe out as you're earning money and as you find those fabulous pieces in your colors in store and online. But you want to make sure that right at the start you have those three outfits that are going to carry you through most of the circumstances where you will be seen and where you're going to be promoting your own personal brand. And then the last tip that I have is one that I think is really important because there are a lot of people out there. They're looking for color analysis. They're looking to really understand who am I, what are my best colors, and they want to know why. And they want to be able to see it for themselves. They want it to resonate. Sometimes what happens is they can get caught up in the moment in your session and they can agree with you that, oh yeah, I can see the difference. These colors look amazing on me. But then when they get home and they start trying those colors on, they discover that there's a disconnect. That can happen when we sometimes make mistakes in our color analysis. And so I want to really encourage you, especially as you're starting out, to have a come back to me policy. Let's check in with those clients in 3 to 6 months, even a year down the road, and make sure that they're still using their color palette. They still feel good about both the color and the season that you put them in, and that they still would be willing to recommend you to a friend. You want someone who is not happy with their colors to come back to you, not to go to another color consultant and then find out that they're showing off, maybe the other color consultant is showing up on social media saying, oh, this person was so wrongly typed and here I am and I'm doing it right. That can happen. Of course, it can happen to any of us, but you really want to encourage your client to come back to you and let you have a second shot at it first. So be humble when you're starting out. Even when you get many years in, sometimes something can go wrong. We can see the client in a way that perhaps is incorrect. Maybe something goes off that day with the lighting, with something that they're wearing, or that maybe their dyed hair or something like that throws you off, and you just mistype them, or you give them the wrong colors. Always make sure that you're checking in and making sure that once they get out in the real world and they're using those colors, that they still feel good about them. And if not, encourage them to come back in and talk about it. Take another look, see if you can see what they're not seeing, or what it is that is really throwing them off. So that is my advice to you. It's going to help you build your business. So be credible yourself, have a perfectly dialed in color palette so you know your very best colors. Then make sure you're wearing them everywhere you go. Be seen in your color and style, and in clothes that flatter your body signature and really express your personal style aesthetic. People buy authenticity, and so we want to be authentic about our own brand. And then thirdly, make sure that you have an open door policy. If you didn't get it right the first time, you'll fix it. That will save you so much grief in the future, because you're going to have happy clients who are going to tell their friends and send their friends to you. Thanks for watching.